Just a sec. There we go. Welcome to the TDC Today Show USA. My name is Sue Roskopf, and I'm going to bring in our TDC, the Disability Channel ambassador, Kurt Roskopf. Join us, Kurt. Welcome.
All right, welcome everybody to this, your TDC Today Show. Yes, I am your ambassador with the Disability Channel, Kurt Roskopf. Again, we're here showcasing abilities, television, by and with people with disabilities and veterans. And just bear with me, folks. I am multitasking as producer and host. I'm trying to get some extra exposure of the show on some extra channels, and we were taking care of some extra business leading up to the show. So I am doing two things at once, the world we live in. So again, at the Disability Channel, we are showcasing abilities here. We are concerted about the 2 billion people around the world that represent to us the disability community worldwide, globally. And we have a guest here today that is really giving us an opportunity, bridging us across the pond, as we say, for fun. It's that Atlantic Ocean. Ha ha ha. So we are going to be doing stuff with some African-centric initiatives and in the crusade to unite things around the world, and a very profound opportunity through the film industry. So this is where the television industry collides with the film industry, and we're going to do magnificent things. This tells stories at a whole new level, and for sure, stories to be told out of Africa, and also stories from around the world told by Africans. So here we are. We're going to pass it on over to Emily, and Emily is going to introduce our famous guest. Take it away, Emily.
So our famous guest today hails from Nigeria, Afro, and we are helping Jasper with promoting the Afro Film Festival and Market, which is going to happen October 12th through 14th in Atlanta, Georgia. So with about 700 films. So we encourage everybody to either join us, whether that's helping out with planning the event at all, or actually joining in Atlanta in October or anything like that. So please connect with us if you are interested. So Jasper, why don't you come on and say a little more about our big film festival here that's coming up.
Thank you. Good evening from Nigeria, Africa. My name is Jasper Johnson, and I'm the founder and executive chairman of the Afro International Film Market and Festival. We're excited to have as our global partner, Mr. Kurt Roskopf, and Sue and Emily and the rest people who are not here right now, but they're going to join us very soon. The message is very simple. Africa is ready for film business. And so there is no way we can be ready in the film business without global collaboration. There is no way we can be ready in telling our story without also giving opportunity to other part of the world to also share in their stories. So it's important that we've come together as Africans, having researched and studied the fact that Africa has diverse culture, diverse history, and of course, enough story to monetize. And so we've started in 2007 as Cape Town International Film Market and Festival. But in 2019, we merged with other film associations and organizations across Africa and diaspora. And we came up with the Afro International Film Market and Festival with website www.onefilmonemarketsummit.org. So the message is just the fact that we are bringing our entertainment to the United States. We are bringing our original African culture to the United States. We're bringing our live performances, music and dances to the United States. And the theme of the event is African film industry, the imperatives for global partnership. And we're going to be doing that for 3 days, having the master classes, having workshops, having investment summit, and of course, it will climax into an award night. A most interesting aspect of the award night is our most prestigious award, which is the Eagles Longtime Achievement Award.
Recording stopped.
That award is dedicated to
Recording
men
in
and
progress.
women. That award is dedicated to men and women from all over the world that have, in one way or the other, contributed to the growth and development of the society. So it's going to be a wonderful time in Atlanta, Georgia, in the Urban Research Library. We're going to have a whole lot of show there. We're asking for collaborations. We're asking for partnerships so that we can really make this one global family under one God. So as time goes on, as we make progress, more information will be supplied to our respective audiences. Once again, I want to appreciate you all for coming on this program tonight. God bless you all and you're welcome on board.
We're so happy to have you with us and to be able to have some insights and previews of what to expect with this great event that's coming up in October. And can I ask a little bit more? I wonder if you want to give a little bit of background on how did this all start? What inspired you to go down this road?
Thank you. In 2011, I campaigned for former president of Nigeria, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, and I was the founder of Arise Nigeria. And Arise Nigeria was founded in 2007. So by 2011, he had become a household name in Nigeria. And so with that group and other organizations, we were able to bring a new president in person of Dr. Goodluck Jonathan. So when that happened, I was given an appointment as youth strategic advisor under the presidency. And so that gave me insight and interactions with the Nigerian youths, both in Nigeria and of course in the diaspora. And I realized that the manner and methods they were organizing the movie industry was not really organized. It was a little bit not professional, so to speak. And so I visited the Cape Town International Film Market and Festival in 2018, and we had a very serious interaction. And so a deal was made that they need to collapse the Cape Town International Film Market and Festival if I'm ready. Of course, I was ready. So because I knew that there was a gap I need to bridge. There was a lacuna. And so the whole thing was a merger where the name was formed. And so God, in his infinite wisdom, gave me the name, and then it was registered in Nigeria and South Africa, Afro International Film Market and Festival. And so we started mobilized funds, and then we started traveling from one African state to the other. We traveled to Canada to meet with the founder of Montreal Black Film Festival, Halifax Black Film Festival. Her name is Fabienne Colas. Fabienne Colas herself, she's from Haiti. She has 7 film festivals in Canada. And then my team and I also moved to Los Angeles to meet with Ayiko Babu. Mr. Ayiko Babu is the executive director of the Pan-African Film Festival of Los Angeles. And so we had a wonderful interaction and agreed to work together to see how we can really begin to push and give the African narrative, the African film industry, the right position in the world. Incidentally, Nigeria has Nollywood, and Nollywood is the second largest film industry in the world in terms of content. Every year we produce over 2,500 films. That is not done anywhere else except in India. And so we've been working together to ensure that we bring a lot of collaborations in Africa. As I speak to you right now, we have network in 25 nations of Africa, and of course in the diaspora, including the United States, Trinidad and Tobago, Colombia, and of course Panama and a few other countries like the Bahamas. What we're trying to do is to see how we can begin to tell our unique stories, because after the success of the Black Panther, African story became very, very attractive to the international filmmakers. But we want to be able to give them the right channel. We want to be able to give them the right platform to harness and explore that industry. And that is why Afro International Film Market and Festival today is also a film production company. It's also a film distribution and marketing company, as well as festival organizers. And so we are doing this in collaboration with a lot of other film associations across the world. We have coordinators in Europe, we have coordinators in Asia, we have coordinators in Middle East, and of course, in North and Southern America. So what we're trying to do is, now that we've realized where the industry is in Africa, for it to develop, we need to begin to form partnerships. We need to begin to build bridges between Africa and the developed nations. And one thing about the United States is that Africa, we are very much interested, we are very much in love, so to speak, with the United States, because that is our second home. The US is our second home. We have a lot of our brothers and sisters in the United States. And of course, the United States has Hollywood, which is the biggest film industry in the world in terms of revenue. So we would need to come to that greater, like our senior brothers in the industry, to be able to learn a lot from them and to be able to also share our story with them so that they can produce it better and, of course, form more efficient distribution channels for our contents. Now, that being said, we are going to be facing some challenges ranging from funding to technology, of course, to the marketing and distribution channels. These are the areas where the Afro International wants to come in. We want to see how we'll be able to bridge this gap and to see how our industry in our nations will begin to thrive. As I speak to you, we just have very few cinema screens in Africa. But what we are doing, we're trying to create the awareness and be able to build consensus so that more investment can come to building more cinema houses and building and creating more screens for people to really be entertained. Okay, so we're looking forward to having robust relationship with the American counterparts and see how we can really drive this to the process. But I tell you what, Africa is ready for film business, and that is what Afro is. That's what we are championing. We are like trailblazers. We are about the first organization in Africa that have been able to build this kind of network in Africa and in the diaspora, and of course, seeing how we can get started. We're going to be having one film festival this year in Atlanta. Next year is going to be 7 film festivals. The preparation is top notch. That is to ensure that we're not only going to domesticate our awareness campaign only in America, we're also taking it to Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. This is where we are now. And we intend to go further with the support and cooperation of our partners, especially in the United States of America. Thank you.
Awesome. Oh, I'm excited to see where this all goes. Being able to tell the stories. Actually, we have another person with us today, Marianne of Waikiki, that is all about storytelling and has a unique niche. It's what she does. So Marianne, come on in and give us some updates. How is everything in your world today?
Hola, I'm Marianne of Waikiki. I am the author of the Acts of Kindness book series, featuring 200 folk Manus puppets. My books are written for animation movies with sign language characters and soundtrack by local artists, Lucy and the Perfect Wave. And it all kind of started at the Unity Church of Hawaii, where through guided meditation, I asked what my next purpose was. Well, here it is, the creativity and the journey of interpreting for a deaf man for over a decade in Hawaii, and an opportunity to live on a sailboat. And I'm currently in San Carlos, Mexico, with a neighbor friend of mine with his sailboat in the bay, and I've relocated over here. And I'm really looking forward to working with my co-writer, Suzanne Sims, who is in Guadalajara, Mexico, and will be in Phoenix. And we're going to start writing the climate change book. So as we speak, I am online with my Fiverr graphic designers in Pakistan, creating the outline chapters for the sequel book called Cool Acts of Kindness for Climate Change, which features another 50 puppets. So exciting to see all these new characters. I got the Folkmanis catalog, and they got some amazing characters. And we want to tie this in with Clean Water Foundation, Leon McLaughlin, featuring a whale named Flows, and where energy flows, everything goes. And we want to bring filters worldwide, as he is already in 35 countries. And he just did a fundraising show in Beverly Hills, California at a real estate office. So looking forward to his updates. I guess he's been speaking to Netflix about the Acts of Kindness series. So I'm looking forward to following up with him and starting this new journey with Writing with Suzanne. So it's been creatively fun to, sit on my laptop and type this all out and getting ideas, reading articles. And it just gets better and better. So I can't wait to produce this. And with the film that Jasper's doing, we offer the soundtrack by Lucy and The Perfect Wave for Leon's documentary. So she has several songs, and I suggest we have an ostrich puppet named Rich, and she has the song Rich and Radiant, I Am. And Leon has told us that they had provided filters to Africa for the ostriches because they were lacking nutrients, and their whole community was no longer with us. So the community has grown by drinking clean, fresh water. And so we want to make a little video clip of, maybe real live ostriches with the song by Lucy Lynch, Rich and Radiant. She also has another song, Love is the Only Way. And she has a song called In the End, There's Never an Ending. We can be the change that we want to see in this world. So I hope that we can produce her soundtrack with the idea for a Clean Water Foundation documentary with Jasper and the African Film Festival. So it's exciting. I mean, last week we spoke, and wow, the vibration was just so high. And Leon joined us live from his fundraiser last week and got to get Jasper on board. And all of us are following up with our projects of what we can do to make this all happen. So, just waiting to get the Apple app games approved. And we'll be working on the website with Trevor Gibbs out of Orlando. Trevor Gibbs has a charity called Charity Revolution. His business is to evaluate websites to make sure you're ADA compliant. So if businesses are not ADA compliant, they could receive up to a $75,000 fine. So we want to make sure we're legit, that the texting, the colors, that people with disability, visual disability, hearing ability can all, utilize these websites. And again, that's Trevor Gibbs out of Orlando. And that's what I've been working on. So the good news is I went down to visit our Roskopf thrift store, and I ran into some neighbors, and one of the ladies' daughter is deaf. She lost her hearing at age 4, so she does speak. I haven't met her yet, and she learned sign language at age 16. She wrote a book, and hopefully she can join us this month, because May is Better Speech and Hearing Month, Sue. So let's, I love when you show my app games. So if you can take a look at the different ones, Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully, features Chelsea, the Courageous Sign Language Chicken, and Eve, the Finger Spelling Bumblebee. All these games are free on Apple, and you can visit the website, actsofkindnessseries.com, to learn the ASL, American Sign Language Alphabet. And all classroom teachers can get copies of my books from an organization called DonorsChoose.org. As you can see the flyer behind me, all these amazing school teachers can just post it. Someone will come through and fund it. And this flyer here shows all the money and donations that they have received. So we have 30,000 schools in the United States of America. We have 3,000 deafblind schools. So each and every one of these students can get copies of the books. Underwater Acts of Kindness for Ocean Cleanup of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully, for an anti-bullying message and to be of service. And I'm working on the climate change book, Cool Acts of Kindness. And we also have a short book called Pono, the Hawaiian polo pony, and it is polo season in Hawaii. So you can check that out. And there's a little app game of counting how many mallets and polo balls, how many rainbows, with the numbers in sign language. So unlimited opportunity here for everybody at all ages of the heart to go out and play. Back to you, Sue. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Marianne. I'd like to bring Barbara in to talk to us as well here. Barbara, I wonder if you can reflect for us a little bit on this international aspect and the humanitarian components that are within all of what Jasper's bringing forward with the film festival, and with Marianne with what she's doing as well. So Barbara, come on in and join us.
Trying. There we go. All right, there we are. So yeah, it's exciting what's happening, what people are getting together and doing. I'm excited about finding, it's like, man, the power of prayer. One morning I just woke up and just started praying really strong that, I want to serve and I can't do it by myself. I need to find the other people and need to learn how to, put my energy behind some of the best ideas. And I run into Enviro Projects International, which is people around the world who are trying to create sustainable land that will feed everybody. And it's not about money, and about creating the best schools and the best environments. And so excited to see people from Uganda connecting with people from Israel, connecting with people from Australia, from Hawaii. It's a lot of beauty that's happening right now that people need to put energy into and tap into and share with each other. I a long time ago, there was this great thing that the Buddhist community was doing, and I called the newspapers, and I wanted them to come and cover it, show people. And they were like, oh, we can just come if you say someone has a gun. And no, why we should be sharing the best of the best, so that we can build our connections with each other.
I completely agree. Building those connections and those bridges is a huge thing, and I would love to see more of that happening. We do have another friend joining us here as well. Mark is with us, and I wanted to give him a moment to join the conversation. Mark, if you want to give an introduction and let us know who you are, and if you have any thoughts. I know you came in, I believe old Marianne was speaking, so I'm not sure if you know much yet about what Jasper's all bringing to us as well, but just want to see where you're at today. What thoughts do you have to share with us, Mark?
Well, I live in Wisconsin also, and I am disabled. I'm a C4, C5 quadriplegic. I have ability in one of my arms, no fine motor skills in the hands. My left arm, I can move from the shoulder to the elbow, but the forearm is paralyzed. It isn't Bilotti. But I have my own home and a power wheel. I have caregivers that come in to assist me, and right now I'm going through a good streak where the caregivers have been very reliable for showing up, which is a big part of the battle. So
yeah, it's amazing to me that can be such a problem. It's like something as simple as needing to do all the things you do on a daily basis, that when you rely on others, it is a whole nother level of life that a lot of us take for granted. And that's where, with all these bridges and connections we're making with each other, and especially even across to Africa and all the different places we're going, to make things accessible and make things, do I want to use the word convenient for everyone globally, to be able to do. We're thinking such widespread here across all these big pieces. We got to remember too to make things accessible on more of a basic front as well, like with what Marianne's doing with the sign language and being able to make it accessible that way. We got to remember to make things accessible for those in wheelchairs and you name it. I mean, think outside the box. It's more than just what my preferences are. There's a wide range of audience here at our fingertips that I'm hoping we can make accessible for everyone. So Jasper, I'm going to give you the last word here in this episode and bring you back in and see what thoughts you have after we've had the others that have joined us. Do you have any last words for us for this episode? Jasper, over to you. If you're still there. I'm not sure if you're still there.
I'm here, dear. I'm here.
You know?
I'm here.
Awesome.
Yes. I really must appreciate all of you for this wonderful opportunity. For over a year, we've been planning for the Atlanta event. We started from Kansas City, but the board of directors and the film actors in Africa realized that we wouldn't be going to Kansas City. It's not a film city. So we finally decided it's going to be in Atlanta. But since this whole thing began, we've not had this unique opportunity to be able to express ourselves in the public of the American people. So I must greatly give gratitude, our gratitude to all of you that have made this opportunity very possible, that we will share our stories, share our dreams, share our vision, and of course, be soliciting for support going forward. What I intend to do, what I'm trying to say tonight here is Afro International Film Market and Festival is not just an African thing. Although the idea is emanating from Africa, but it's a global platform where people can give expressions to their individual and collective dramatic and creative ideas. And we are open for business, we are open for collaboration. It's going to be 3 days of wonderful event. The opening is going to be original African dance and music, which you guys haven't seen that in the US before. I'm going to be bringing it from Africa. You see the African masquerade, you see the folk tales, you see the folklores. We're going to have some traditional African poets that are going to be speaking. Can you see me now?
There we are. I do see you. Let me bring you in.
Yeah,
so
good.
you be part of our picture here. Excellent.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is we need to continue to build on the successes we are making already. We need to keep building on it. We need to keep opening the doors for a lot of our friends and partners to be coming in and be part of what we are doing. Because like I said, it's going to be a win-win situation for everybody else. We're going to be having participants and delegates coming from even India, Bollywood. I've been speaking with some Bollywood film producers. They're going to be there. Some people are going to be coming from Bangkok. People are going to come from Dubai. So people are going to come from Nepal. And so the coming together is a convergence of ideas. So we need to now speak about how to really deepen cooperations, how to really have discussions on how to produce our stories more, market our stories more, and of course, see the role for each and every one of us. Once again, I must appreciate Mr. Cott and Sue Cott. Marian Wakiki. Marian Wakiki, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
We are gonna borrow this your name, Waikiki. We're gonna name a Waikiki resort in Nigeria.
Oh.
Waikiki
all right,
Resort.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm thinking since I had that name is very more like an African name, Waikiki. So we're gonna have a hotel resort.
Okay.
We're gonna name it Waikiki Resort. And in the opening, we're gonna invite you. So I appreciate all of you. Yeah. In your various platforms, please spread the news, spread the information that Afro International, we're coming to the US. We're not just coming to go, we're coming to stay. This event is going to run annually every year. October, we're going to be having film festivals to be able to celebrate ourselves, cooperate, and collaborate. Thank you once again, and God bless you all.
Awesome. Well, we're going to bring the close this session of the of TDC Today Show USA. Just a quick shout out here with the Disability Channel and what it all has coming up as well. They have a great event that is being that is touring across the USA and Canada, coming soon to a venue near you, and it's called Good Friends World Tour. More information can be found at goodfriendsworldtour.com, and more information to come on that. So for this episode of the USA version of the Today Show with Disability Channel, my name is Sue Roskopf. Kurt Roskopf's here as well. And for all of us, thank you, our wonderful guests. We'll be having another episode shortly here, so hang in there and stick with us. More to come. Thank you so much. Bye for now.
Recording stopped.
All right, awesome. So we're just gonna flip over and start another episode actually right now. I'm gonna just take